What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP with us plays Shining Force: The Legacy of Great Intent Part 2. This is the second battle, and what we now have to do is loop around, defeating all of the little squads that we find, and then we have to get to this castle. So I'll go ahead and start that. And one important thing about this battle that kind of introduces what this battle kind of introduces you to is the land effect. I know we've had a few encounters with the land effect in the previous battle, but it wasn't on a very large scale. Most of it was either 0 or 15. I think there was a few 30s depending on what the ground looked like, but what the land effect does is it provides defense. So in a for a land effect area, say with 30, that means the attack will hurt you 30% less than it would if you were on a 15 or a 0 land effect area. But that also works for the enemies as well. But what that also does is it limits your movement. So you can see I cannot move at all very easily while I'm in this mountain area, and this is a terrible choke point anyway. You know, you're right beside the mountain, you're right beside the coast, and then you have to worry with this many people, as well as dealing with you know, like I said, the amount of characters that you have and all that. But when you get onto such as say a 0 land effect area or a area that has 15, your movement will increase significantly. So say that the roads that are around here, if you stop on that area, your movement will allow you to move at your best range. So say if your movement is 6, that means you'll be able to move 6 places in either direction. But while you are on a 30% land effect, I believe that movement is, it either takes it down 2 movement points or 3 movement points. I'm not exactly, I don't remember for sure in this game. I know in later Shining Force titles they change that to make it not quite as bad, but there is a battle that is during the latter half of, let me see how much. So you have 79. I want us to check out what Gong is real quick. So he's level 1. So if you get a new character, you want to look at their level, because that tells you which level you're supposed to be at that point during the game. So we're still supposed to be level 1. You know, if you do have a few level 2 characters, you know, that'll help you out more during the game. But right now we're just supposed to be a level, most of your troops are supposed to be level 1, so that's good. So you can see he has 11 HP, 8 MP, which means he can use heal twice, which you know, that's the bad thing about monks. Usually their magic power is not as high as, say, a dedicated healer would be, but their attack and usually their defense, Gong is a special case, but usually their defense, at least later on as they continue to level up, will far surpass both attack and defense of a dedicated healer, but their magic will not be as high, and their spells that they will get will be more support range, such as buffs and debuffs for friendlies and allies, respectively. But you see, defense is 4, movement is 5, and agility is 6. So I hate to, but I guess I'll have Gong kill that one goblin. You can see, since he's still in the mountain range, our attacks are not doing anything at all to them. Let me see how much HP he has. It is good to have some of your weaker characters continue to attack enemies and allow them to level up, but it's not a very good idea to to keep doing that, it will end up backfiring on you later on in the game, because you want to, as I said before, you want to try to level up your characters evenly and not have one character or a set of characters continue to get the finishing blow on a lot of enemies. I've never actually seen that formation before. Usually I can kill this goblin before he gets there. And I could have already if I hadn't waited for Gong to kill that one guy, and I still want Gong to kill that one guy, so I'm not going to. I won't have anyone else do that. And so you can see 1, 2, so much 5. So I guess it does knock it down by 3. So you can only move 2 places in any direction. So yeah, you can just see how bad mountain ranges are. Like I said, there is one battle very far into the game that will actually have a lot of mountain ranges, so you'll definitely want to be very careful for that one. I guess both of those goblins are almost dead. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and have Max kill this one, and I'll save the other one for Gong. So that should increase into level 2 attack, defense, speed, and HP. Usually you'll get a combination of some of that. You know, sometimes you'll get less HP, or you know, sometimes you'll get less MP, or you won't get any. See how much XP he has. Okay, that's I forgot about that. So if you remember, Max had around 83 to 89 XP. I believe it was 83. Well, you notice how I got 48 HP or XP for killing that goblin. Well, in this game, and thankfully in just this Shining Force game, the XP gets reset to 0. So I wasted about 20 plus XP that I could have used for someone else. So that does have to factor into how you're going to level a character. You want to be very careful who you attack and who you attack with, just to ensure that you get the best XP that you can for attacking an enemy. You don't want to end up wasting XP on a character that, you know, that yes does need to level, but they can level later on in the game. Because of just how strong they will get when that XP could go towards a weaker character. So you can see Luke is taking no damage now. I'm not sure exactly why. You know, he hasn't leveled up, and his defense is not any higher. I'm not sure if that has something to do with just the battles that we're going into now, or what. But you will see that from time to time. Characters that were, or enemy characters that were destroying some people will go down in hell, or they will not hurt quite as much at certain points. And you see, I guess he has pretty high agility, and that's why he was able to attack again. But it's kind of random how that works. You know, it's not a set in stone thing, so you just have to you know, pay attention to it. Yes, that's okay. I guess these goblins aren't doing anything at all damage-wise. That's good. I'm not even gonna waste any MP trying to heal anybody right now. Let's see. So I could damage him again, and hopefully I'd gain around another 10 XP, and then I hopefully wouldn't waste a whole lot. There we go. And so you can see sometimes you won't gain any stat increases from leveling up, but that usually doesn't happen too often. That's very, very rare. I'm gonna have to pull Luke out pretty quick and put someone else in there. to keep them from taking a whole lot of damage. Let's see how much does Hans have. I really don't need to hold Hans back too much, but you know, he has so much. He's already level 2 and he has 24 XP, and there's just so many other characters that aren't quite as high level as him, and I want to try and spread that out a little bit more evenly. But you do want to be very careful about that. You know, you can see how much damage Luke is taking just because the enemy is ganging up on him. You want to make sure that you do not let an enemy, a friendly, die because you are trying to level them up. And I guess I can go ahead and use that medical herb, but probably should. Well, let me see how much XP low has real quick. Alright, I'll save that heal for low. A healer, a level 1 heal can do about, I think it's 9 to 10 HP. It may even be 15. I'm not 100% sure for this game. I know in later Shining Force titles that increases quite a bit, but you know, right now I'm not sure, but it's okay. I can go ahead and use some of his MP, MP to. No, I can't. That's wasting XP. I'm too used to other Shining Force games. I haven't played this game in quite a while, so my thought process doing this would be if it was in a later Shining Force title where the XP does not reset to 0 no matter how close you are to 100, I would actually have low instead of healing. Instead of healing Luke, I would actually send him up and kill that, try and kill that goblin that's up there. But, you know, sadly it does reset to 0. Let's see how much HP you have. I can do a little bit of damage to you. Shouldn't hurt too bad. Now, I think the only characters that I need to level up are Kin and Gong, and Gong should be okay leveling wise if I can, you know, I can kill. Well, I'm not gonna be able to kill this goblin, but I can do a little bit of damage to him, and that will help him level up. You know, not a whole lot, but that will help at least a little bit. Well, I guess I can go ahead and start. This will probably kill this goblin. Yeah. Not the most ideal thing. I probably should have waited for Kin to get up here and try to deal some damage, but there just comes a point when you have to kind of weigh your options, and it depends on how long you're taking in an area, and I'll go ahead and use that healing herb on Max. I don't want to waste any MP right now, but you know, because you can actually waste quite a bit of time. 10 experience was I was gonna fix that. I'm not sure. I don't think using healing or medical herbs. I don't think any character except from possibly monks, but I know for sure healers gain 10 XP. Other characters such as mages, knights, the hero character, they do not gain any XP from using medical herbs. So that's why I typically don't use medical herbs, at least in this game. In later Shining Force titles, they change that. Of course, healers and monks do gain more XP than the random soldier class would, but usually it's not too bad. Not sure why he took 6 Maybe that first fight is just geared to be a really easy fight, and then after that, it kind of evens itself out to the way that the game is going to be later on. You know, damage wise and health wise and all that. See, XP. I'm just gonna keep him right here so that he can block Tau from taking any damage. But I'm going to save one of those goblins for Kin. I'll probably save the goblin that is to the left of Luke, and I'll have Kin kill that one. And Gong should be pretty high XP wise now, yeah. So all he should have to do is just heal someone. Maybe do a little bit more damage. Maybe do some damage and then heal someone, and he should be able to level up. Which that's not too bad, especially at this point during the fight. You know, I'm not quite out of this side of the mountain yet. I need to pull Hans back. I can't keep dealing damage with him. He's already at 70. And I still have 2 of my force who is not quite there yet. And I still have a lot of low level 2s, so I need to you know, pull back a little bit and wait and have a goblin shouldn't be able to kill her. Yeah, especially I'm on a 30% land effect area, so that should be good. Now the land effect thing is not a cure-all. If you have a weak character, you still want to keep them held back, but it definitely helps quite a bit if you do have a weak character and you have a moderately strong character. That will help. Let's see, like I said, both of these goblins are almost dead, so there's no gain in having Gong attack either one of them, so I'll just have him stay there. I'm waiting for Kin, but I guess his agility is very, very poor. But yeah, I'm sitting here thinking about it, and the way that the game is set up, it's not as, at least this game, you know, this being the first Shining Force game in the series, it's not quite as black and white as later Shining Force titles are, just because someone who has a low, I guess I should, well, it doesn't really matter. I should have looked at how much XP he had, but just to make sure that I wasn't wasting any of it, but as low or where he was, it doesn't really hurt all that much. To go ahead and have him just go ahead and get it over with, so that I can start focusing on other characters' levels. Let's see how much health you have. 10. You're full. I guess I'll go ahead and have Gong heal himself. Well, let me see. Can he attack that Dark Dwarf? No, he can't. I may actually have him. I don't want to leave him out there with that. That other Dark Dwarf over there. Tau should probably. How much health or XP she has? 26. I'll go ahead and move. Well, I'll just move her right there, and I'll have her attack the goblin. Help her save on MP, and she should be able to easily kill the goblin. She probably won't get a whole lot of XP from it. Yeah, 26. So, but you know, he was almost dead, and she only did do 1 point of damage, so you really can't expect a whole lot. This is kind of risky, but he is on a 30% land effect area, so that should kind of help even the balance. But the Dark Dwarf is on a 20% land effect area as well, so that's not going to be quite as effective as it could be. I guess that's not going to help. It's going to look at how much XP Ken had, but I forgot this is Shining Force 1, not Shining Force 2 or some of the later titles. How much XP you have. Really should have Gong attack this one, but I guess I'll go ahead and have Max kill him so I can get him leveled up a little bit more. This probably won't do a whole lot in terms of, well, he did gain 40, so that's good. So now I can very easily, well, I'll just keep him in that land effect area, and that should help shield him a little bit. But now that we're out in the open, at least a little bit, we can position our troops a little bit better. So we'll have Gong come over here and attack this dwarf. I probably won't have Gong actually kill the Dark Dwarf, but I'll have him do small amounts of damage to him. Let's see, 88. Crap. He really needs to heal someone, then attack that Dark Dwarf again. I'll move Hans down here. I'll just move him over here. I don't need to attack with him. Like I said, he does have 70. If I can come out of this fight with him at 80, that would not be that bad of a, or not 80, but a level 3. That wouldn't be too bad, but I'll save that for the last 3 enemies that are over there across the bridge. Does he have any? No. So I'll move him down here so that we can just keep our force moving left and not hold anyone back. That ain't too bad. Let's see, what does Luke have? 28. Should have him attack this Dark Dwarf. Probably should have him kill him as well, but I won't. The next battle, there will be plenty of opportunities for Luke to gain some XP. How much does Tao have? I'd hate to have Tao level up off the, well, see how much XP Low has. 12. Well, that won't kill him. I guess I'll go ahead and have Tao kill this Dark Dwarf, and then I'll just probably have Low just go about healing people no matter how much XP they have, because that's just additional XP that he can gain. And so Luke needs to be healed. Not that much, but you know, every little bit helps, definitely. And I'll have Gong heal probably either himself or someone else who needs it. I think Ken may need some healing. I'll just move Gong down here and I'll have him heal himself. See how much health he gets from this. Or not health, but HP or XP that he gets from this. So he gains 10 as well. And that's actually not a bad way to level up healers and monks, is just by having them heal a whole lot of people. It's you know, it's fast. It's a fast way. You know, you can have someone such as Luke or one of your knights go up there, and I'll probably have Gong heal Max now that I think about it. But you know, you can have some of your stronger characters go up there, deal some damage to the enemy, and then have them pull back after they've taken a significant amount of damage, and then have your healers, which would usually stay in the back because of low defense and low movement and agility. You would have them go about healing them, and then you can just send the knights or the whoever back into the front lines, and then just continue to do it over and over again. Like I said, it's not a bad idea. It definitely works. Now the problem is I'm gonna have to figure out who to send in the middle. Those are 2 Ruin Knights, so you need to be wary of them. And you can see that the way that the Ruin Knights are set up, you can just sit here and have Hans and Kin on 2 sides of the river, and just continue to damage them, or you can have Tao come up there and deal some damage as well. But it usually works best with Hans and Kin, because usually Tao either has very little MP or no MP, so it just usually works best like this. You can see they are gaining quite a bit of XP doing this as well, so she can do it 2 more times. That's pretty good. And now the problem is trying to figure out who to send in the middle there. How much XP do you have? 60. It's kind of stupid to send the hero into that, but he's really the only one who could deal the damage necessary to continue moving on. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll have him do some damage, and then I'll probably, if he takes a significant amount of damage, I'll probably have him pull back and have Low heal him. But at this point, you know, he is level 2, and the Ruin Knights should have bounced. Oh. Okay. Well, hopefully you still have your healing herb. Yes, you do. And that is one thing that you have to be very, very careful of. If I had not been able to use one of my characters that had a healing herb, you can see Hans does not gain any experience points, and that's, like I said, that's one of the bad things. You know, if another Rune Knight or even the Dark Dwarf had been allowed to attack, or if all 3 of them had been allowed to attack, I would have died on it. Wow. Okay. So when that what happens next is you lose half of your money. So let me see if I can figure out a way to pull up my gold. I don't know how much gold I had at that point, but I have quite a lot less, and you have to restart the entire battle over again, and you get sent back to whatever town you were in previously. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and cut, and then I will start from probably either killing the Dark Dwarf or one of the other knights, or one of the other Ruined Knights, or somewhere around there. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, welcome back. As you can see, I've taken out both Ruined Knights, and there are some things that need to. I guess you can't pull up the stats screen right now, but really quickly, you can see Max is level 3, 62. He decided to I leveled him up to 63, but then he decided to immediately kill another creature, and that jumped him up to 48. I didn't use him for a little while, and then I started using him again, and he gained what he has now. You can see Hans is level 3. He just about one-shot a... Or he didn't one-shot, but he almost took out a Ruined Knight because he attacked twice, once with a deadly attack, and then once again with a standard attack. Kin took a little while to get to level 3, but he did the same thing to a Ruined Knight, except he only hit him once. See, Luke is level 3 as well. Gong is almost level 3. Tao got to level 3 early, about the same time as Hans did, so I didn't use her until just now when I had her kill one of the Ruined Knights. And I guess I already showed Kin, so I'm probably going to wait. Let me see how much this Dark Dwarf has real quick. Probably wait for either... see how much Low has. I guess I haven't looked at it. Oh, wow, he's almost... Okay, so I'll probably have Low actually kill, or attack that Dark Dwarf, just to try and... I'll have him attack. I don't think I don't believe he should be able to kill this, kill the Dark Dwarf. Alright, so you can see he's now level 3. And then I'll have Low deal the final blow to him. I want to protect Tao. Nope, no. I want to protect Tao, not actually deal damage. Probably should have Max kill him and have Low heal to get that last bit of H. Yeah, now that I think about it, is, well, I don't know. What I'm afraid of now that I'm out here on the road and in the plains, Low will actually kill that Dark Dwarf, and then that'll be 47 XP that's wasted. So I'll probably actually have Kin deal the final blow to that Dark Dwarf, and just so that I can gain some additional XP with him, because he's sadly, and this is usually what happens with Kin whenever I play, he takes a long time to level up. You know, I'm not sure why. Just he seems to get a slow start, and if you can't wait too long, especially with Knights and Kin in particular. If it gets to a certain point in the game and he is too weak, he will continuously die because of how strong the enemies will be, and you cannot have that happen. That is just unacceptable. So I usually will end up so you can see the town was pretty much destroyed. Like I said, that all of the knights that were out in the castle courtyard are dead. And there's one guard here that seemed to have made it. But yeah, just finishing on that Kin thought, you need to make sure that he gains a lot of defense very early on, or he will be utterly useless. And I'll probably still end up kicking him for some of the other knights that we'll get later on. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I know, I've done the battle, but also went and got Gong, came back to the battle, so that's kind of the town thing. But this will take me a little while, and then I'll have to go into the next battle. So anyway, so I thank you for watching. I probably will just drop the challenge of the video, because this game doesn't really work all that well. I know I had a challenge of the video for the first one, but I probably won't write it in the description or anything like that. It just doesn't work that well for this game. But anyway, so thank you for watching. Next time we will see what happened in Guardiana, and then we'll go on to the next battle if I have enough time. So until then, later everyone.